Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Tahir Naim and we are studying Introduction to Computer. So far we have covered 14 lecture and today is our 15th lecture. And today we will discuss about basic concept of computer. Now we will discuss the outline of our today lecture. First of all, we will discuss applications of computer. Then we will discuss applications of computer in offices. Then we will discuss application of computers in banks. Then we will discuss applications of computers in industries. Then we will discuss application of computers in education. Then we will discuss application of computers in training. Then we will discuss applications of computers in engineering. We will discuss applications of computers in stores. Then we will discuss application of computers in law. Then we will discuss application of computers in public police department. Then we will discuss application of computers in airline system. Then we will discuss application of computers in arts. Then we will discuss application of computers at home. So first let's discuss applications of computer. Computer are useful for almost every person nowadays, no matter to which field they belong. Nowadays everybody is using computer in for day-to-day jobs, no matter wherever they work. Like nowadays, in COVID situation, students are using. A student as young as from first class to up to universities and PhD levels are using computer for their daily tasks. Computers are nowadays an essential item for every person in the continent, and their usage increases day by day. They have played very important role in every sector, and today everywhere wherever you go or you went, computer is used in every sector of society, in every segment of society. Without computer, it is very difficult to manage different tasks for business organization. So if we remove computer, or if we exclude the computer and ask the organization to manage their day-to-day job or their function, they will be unable to function normally. The computer has become such an essential part of, for us essential thing for every sector, for every organization, that they cannot function smoothly without them. Large number of activities at our workplace and homes are dependent on computer nowadays. So so we are using computer for greater amount of greater in number of activities at our workplace and homes, and we are dependent for a computer for very small thing is here I will give you example is we are using the computer for online lecture viewing, is you are viewing right now, and we are also using it for news and other related activities. Applications of computer, here are the some of the list, not complete but some of the sectors in which we will discuss the uses of computer. First of all, offices, that what are the roles of a computer in offices. Then we will discuss the role of computer in banks. Uh, then we will move on to industries and discusses the uses of application in industries. Then we will move on to education and discuss that how computer is used in education nowadays. Then we move on to training and discuss that how computer is used in training and training the student in different mode of trainings. Then engineering, then we will discuss that how computer is used in the field of engineering in various capacities. Then we will discuss the use of computer in stores and how the computer helps us to manage the stores. Then we move on to healthcare and discuss that how computer is used in healthcare department. We will discuss the uses of computer in law department. We will also discuss the uses of computer in police department. We will also discuss the uses of computer in airline industry and discusses the different capacities in which computer is used in airline industry. Then we will discuss the uses of computers in arts and different capacities in which it is used. Then we will the most common we will last but not least we will discuss is the uses of computer at home at various capacities. So let's first discuss the application of computer in offices. So first of all, let's move on to word processing. Word processing, as you know, that word processing is basically those application like MS Word, or similar type of software. So offices word offices in computer a computer is used for word processing, and we use different software like MS Word. As you may have observed that in university or colleges that whenever you go to you want to type in application, then you open the word processing software. Or if there is a if there is a paper is midterm paper is coming up, then the same paper which you attempt will be processed word in word processed in MS Word or any other word processor. And there are other uses of word processing document, and it is used to basically to write different applications or different office documentation. And it is used, and most of the office work is done on word processing. Then we will move on to printing. As we know that is record is available in soft form, but we also need the record in hard form, so that it cannot be destroyed, or must be kept in a safe lock. So we take the printout of different applications or different tools which we have used, and we need a hard copy. Then we are printing, and you may have observed that like in Cohort University, printers are available at every office, which is used for printing of the documents, and various which are produced from various software. Then we move on to spreadsheets. Spreadsheets is basically the MS Excel software, or software which is used for the calculations. Calculation or mathematical calculation. Basically, spreadsheets are those software in which we is you can you can keep your DMC or any other records, because it is specially designed for the record keeping. So spreadsheets, most common example of spreadsheet is MS Excel. MS Excel, but there are various others software available in the market for spreadsheets. So basically, spreadsheets is the second most widely used software in the offices. And without word processor and spreadsheet, it is not convenient to perform a job in offices. Graphical images. So basically, graphical images are used in various categories. Like we can take images of various documents and store it for record purpose, or we can also use the monograms and different graphics images on. So it is also most commonly used in office environment. The third one is bookkeeping. Bookkeeping means that record keeping. So basically, whenever office, it is also very necessary for to keep record in the offices, because we cannot application of computers in banks. The computer is widely used in the banking industry. First of all, computer is used for storing customer information. It is very necessary to store the all the information of customer, so that it is available whenever required, because it is necessary to for the banks to keep the information of customer. Nowadays a lot of with the increased financial scrutiny, it is necessary to for every bank to know the its customer. That's why it is very necessary to store the information of customers. And computer is used normally used of a computer is used for storing of customer information. The second application of a computer in banking is industry is the managing of accounts, because it is the very necessary to manage the accounts, and avoid any error, because it is the cornerstone stone of banking industry. Because if the accounts are not properly managed or properly maintained, and if there are a slightest bit of errors in the accounting, like we want to when we if we are able to withdraw more money than we have in the bank accounts bank account, then bank will be in a loss. Or if we are not able to withdraw amount which are present in our accounts, then it will leads to customer dissatisfaction. That's why managing accounts is very necessary, and it is necessary to provide timely information of the bank accounts to the customer, as well as to keep record to keep manage the tally the accounts. That's why this is very important steps of banking industry. And account is the one of the basic building block of banking industry, and it should be maintained. That's why computer is used for the managing bank accounts. The third use of computer is used to keep transaction record. Transaction records. The transaction records means that all the money withdrawal, the transaction include deposit, withdrawal, loan, interest. Because deposit means that we put our money into bank accounts, and withdrawal means that we withdraw the money from our bank account. while loan is the, if we take a loan, because banks provides loan, if we take loans from the bank for any purpose or for the any goods or any other form, the record of the loan must be maintained along with the interest, because because it is one of the bread and butter of the banks. Interest basically banks provides money or loans for in a particular interest, and it can change by the central bank at different times. Therefore the transaction records of the interest should be maintained. So all the four things should be properly maintained. If there is any irregularity in transaction records, it will lead to more complexity, errors. That's why a transaction record must be properly maintained. Transferring funds from one bank to another, this is the one of the area in which computer is widely used now, because every time some people are transferring funds from one bank account to other person in other bank, or in the same of the account. That's why the funds should be properly maintained, because if you are able to transfer the funds, more funds then available in our account, then bank will be at loss. Or if we cannot transfer funds which are available in account, then also banks will be at a loss. Application of computers in industries. So industry, the computers is widely used in industry in different capacities, controlling manufacturing process. The computers is widely used for the for the control of manufacturing process, because computers is able to lean manufacturing process, because computers helps us to helps us in keeping the quality of manufacturing process. That's why computer is widely used in the manufacturing process. The second use of a computer in industry is supervision of running machinery, because if because there are a huge amount of machinery in industry, in big industry, and it is not feasible for the human to keep an eye on the machinery. Therefore computer is used for the supervision of the machinery, and it alerts us if there is some malfunctioning, or if there is a possibility of some malfunctioning, so that timely actions can be taken, and the machinery can be repaired. That's why computer is nowadays used for supervision of machinery running. The third area in which computer is used is the controlling temperatures, because temperature is the primary ingredient in keeping keeping the machinery running. Therefore if temperature is too high, then it may leads to explosion or other malfunctioning of machinery. That's why a temperature is maintained. And there are other processes like in food industry, it is very necessary to to maintain a constant temperature. Therefore a temperature control is a very important area in the industry. And the flow control, flow is, it is very necessary to maintain a flow, and computer is used to to monitor the flow there, because if the flow is too high, then the quality of our product will be not good, or too low, then the quality of our products will be affected. That's why computer is used to look after the flow of different ingredients, while it is also necessary to keep keep pressure according to the requirement, because if the pressure is too high, then it is not feasible. If pressure is too low, then it's not good. So all of these functions are monitored by computer. Using robot in manufacturing. Nowadays robot use in manufacturing is very increased, because robots are very precise, and it is very useful in repetitive task, because if the same thing is performed by human, it may leads to error, and which increases the cost of the product. That's why robots is used. In developed world, the maintain of human is our worker is very costly. Therefore robot is used. A robot is replaced with the human. And also in aging society, because in developed worlds the workers are constantly declining. Therefore it is feasible to replace worker with robots, because robots can function 24/7 without any tiredness or any other loss of concentration. Therefore the use of robots in industry is greatly increased. Application of computers in education. In education, the computers is used in education nowadays, because if we take the scenario of current scenario, because of covid, all the education institution is closed in Pakistan. Therefore the online mode of education is a primary source of knowledge importing. And you are listening to this lecture through your personal laptop or computer, which is also a use of computer in education. There are you can also access different information, or you can educate yourself from the internet or YouTube or any other means through the computer. That's the primary that's in today's scenario. So the scenario computer use in education is greatly enhanced. And you may have observed in your home that the students as little as from nursery or prep up to the university level, everyone uses computer in education. Here different the other area from for which the computer is used mainly are distinguishing between shapes and color. We use computers to distinguish between different shapes of certain. If there is minute change in the shapes, human eye will not able to recognize, while computer can recognize it instantly. Same is with the color scheme, and computer is able to observe the slightest change in color, while it is maybe negligible for the naked eye. The computer is also used in reading and writing. As I was discussing that we mainly use computer for reading, different lectures, or we are getting educations and writing. Because midterm is going on, that's why you are going to write your exams on computer. That's why computer is used in writing of education. Making graphs and charts. Normally whenever we want to make charts or graphs, we take the help of computers, because computers can draw graphs or charts if we give them the proper data, and it directly draws graphs or charts as compared to if you want to do the same thing with our hand or physical, then it will be very difficult to draw graphs and charts. Drawing and calculation. The computer is used for drawing purposes. We can draw the shapes or different things using computer, while we can also use the computer for calculation, because as we know that calculation, the computer can perform the calculation very fast as compared to human being, because if we want to calculate something, then we have to, it will take a lot of times, if it will take a lot of our time. But if the same thing is done by computer, then it can be done in an instant. Delivering lectures on multimedia, as we are doing now, is at the moment you are listening to lecture. This lecture is delivered on multimedia. So this is one of the primary uses of computer, that nowadays lectures are delivered through multimedia. Making assignments, if a teacher give you assignment, then you use computer to make the assignments. Searching different topics on the internet, as you may have done this thing, that you are going to search engines, and type different topics related to your study, and search it, so that you can acquire knowledge about the specific topic. Application of computer in training through simulation software. So normally a lot of nowadays training is important through simulation software, because simulation software are those software which present the real world working of certain things. Like here I will give you example of, let's suppose that you are like flight simulators basically create the environment equal to real world, and you are able to simulate, you are able to practice on it without having to actually experience you actually do this thing. Or the other thing is, we are working on routers and switches, and various simulation softwares available to train yourself on that before moving on to actual router and switches, because they are very expensive. And there are other trainings which are done through simulation software. Pilots training, as I was discussing that pilots training is done on computer, because if you are to fly the actual aircraft, it costs a lot of money per minute, and also you have to take the time of your instructor. So basically, if you are trained with computer first, and then move on to actual aircraft, then it will greatly reduce the cost of training a pilot, as well as your skill level. Bomb making, computer is used in bomb making, and you are trained to different scenarios, and simulated scenarios, so that you are trained properly before moving on to the actual environment, because bomb making is a very dangerous job. Running nuclear power plants, nowadays nuclear power plants are automated, because it's provides cheap electricity. But the main drawback of nuclear power plant is in Japan, as you have heard in Japan, that if there is leak or any radioactive substance, then it can cause a great economic as well as human life. Therefore computer is used to run the nuclear power plant. Education about temperature and pressure in natural gas pipeline projects. So basically, the it is you computer is used for temperature checking and pressures in natural gas pipeline, so that we are able to remotely monitor the all the natural gas pipeline projects. Oil exploration, nowadays computer is used in oil exploration using different parameters. training doctors for conducting surgeries. Nowadays, robots can perform surgeries and it can be controlled by doctors remotely. So basically, computer uses increases day by day in different fields of life, and it as medical field is one such thing. You can also you can train doctor with the help of computers. Application of computers in engineering. So computer is used in engineering in a lot of areas, like computer aided design tool. Computer aided design tool is basically a tool to design different products, like car designing. You can design your car in your car, and then look at different angles and different drawbacks or different features of the car. You can also design office building and shopping plazas using AutoCAD. So basically, used computer is used in designing different building and plazas. Designing aeroplane and ships. Basically, computer can be used in the design of aeroplane and ships, and can be checked with various parameters that it is stable or it is feasible, or this design can withstand different hardships of actual environment. Designing flyovers and highways. Basically, computer can be used for designing flyovers and highways. Bookkeeping, and computer is also used for bookkeeping. And circuits, and basically you are nowadays circuits is used circuit is designed using simulators, and different softwares are available for designing circuits. Application of computers in stores. Reading product information using barcode reader is a computer is used for barcode reading. Keeping record of prices and items. So basically, in stores, in stores, computer is used for the prices of all items, and how much item is present in stores on, and all the records it kept on, so that if some item is sold, the item is managed, and the price is added to the tally of daily sale. Making customer bills. Now a computer is used to make customer bills, because it is more reliable, and there is less chance of cheating. Analyzing and profit and loss. If you are using for the computer for daily transaction, you are able to tell the actual profit you have done up to this day by simply clicking on the profit, or if you have made loss, you can instantly know that it is going on profit or loss. Application of computers in law. The computer is widely used in law department in different capacities. Computer is used for record keeping of solved cases, that how much cases are solved, and it is kept in a record, so that you can access anytime. Keeping record of criminals. Computer is also used for the criminals record, so that you can access it anytime if you need it during the trial. Managing court schedule. Computer is used for the managing the court schedule, because the time of court, there are a lot of cases in court, and you have to manage the schedule of court if it is efficiently as possible, so that maximum number of cases can be solved. Application of computer in police department. So computer is also used in police department, like you it is kept crime record of crimes is kept, while also data of suspects and criminals are recorded, because you can access anytime, anytime in any cases. Application of computers in airline system. Computer is used in airline industry in wide roles, like storing information about flights. So you are computer is used that what flight is scheduled, or in which time flight is scheduled, so that everybody can make their reservation or can check out the timing of the flight's seat reservation. Then if this information is stored, then we are able to reserve seats according to our requirement. Passengers, we are able to how many passengers are in the particular plane, because we cannot allocate more seats than actually available seats. That's why the record of the passenger is maintained. Also, if in the future we need the record that who flew from this airplane, and this is very valuable. Control flights, it is also computer is also used for the control of flights, so that it can be managed properly. Application of computers in art. The upcoming area of computer is in use in arts. Like we are a computer is used in writing of books and poetries, because nowadays everything is moved online. That's why record books are written through computer, while poetry is also written through the computer. Drawing cartoons, nowadays cartoons are drawn through the computer. We can compose songs to the computer using different software, and we can instantly know how does it sound. Designing graphical pictures and editing, it is used for special effect in movies. Basically, this is the very emerging area in which special effects is a computer is used for special effects, effect, so that it looks and in at look it can lose lower or budget. Application of computers at home. Computer is widely used at home at various roles. Like we are playing games different, as you have played your games on your computer. That's why this is one of the primary entertainment that we can play games on different video games, and different games like soccer, cricket, or any other games through the computer. We can draw pictures through the computer. We can play music and movies through the computer. We can read and write through the computer. We can make calculation through the computer. We can access the internet for a variety of purposes. These are the references from where I prepared my lecture. If you have any question regarding today's lecture, feel free to contact me. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.